What's up, everybody? I'm Zero Zeus, and welcome back to another Boruto video. This is going to be my Boruto episode 130 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let's get right into the video. Um, yeah, this was like a really funny episode. That's one thing I just want to start off by saying. Like, I think in my last review, I was talking about how it wasn't too much action. It wasn't really too much action in this episode. It was like really relaxed and laid back and just nostalgic and comedic. Like, that's the best way I could put it. Basically, the episode starts off like last episode, they went to sleep, right? And then this episode, they basically woke up and they're eating breakfast, right? And it's funny because the breakfast that they're gonna be eating is ramen, right? Because that's like Naruto's thing, right? So basically, Naruto pulls out the regular flavors, like I think he said it was like miso and salt, and Boruto is just fed up with ramen already after one night, only one night, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And he's just tired of ramen, right? But he's like, okay, he'll eat ramen again, and he goes into Naruto's refrigerator. Like, Naruto might not have anything but noodles, but he definitely keeps a lot of condiments for whatever reason. He just mixed all this stuff up and made like this really hot, spicy ramen. I thought that was funny. And then Naruto was like, he was a little hesitant to try it. He just felt like, yeah, he just didn't really want it like that. And when he ate it, it was actually good. But like the title of the episode, Genin's a symbol, right? The Genin symbol. Basically, my last preview, I was totally wrong, thinking that it had anything to do with Sasuke. It had nothing to do with him at all. Period. It's actually the scene that you see on the screen right now. Okay, so basically, the first episode when Boruto and Sasuke actually went back in time, and they first ran into Naruto and Jiraiya, they were actually on their way running from this angry mob, right? And so the angry mob, I don't know, I guess whatever Jiraiya was doing, he made like a big mess. And so they made all the Genin come and have to fix up behind it, right? And I think that's really funny. Oh, but before that, it's something we need to talk about. Okay, while they're on their way, I think they were just walking out. This is before they even know they're supposed to assemble and stuff like that. And basically, Boruto and Naruto are walking and they run into Konohamaru. And I think that's really funny. It's really funny just to see how little he was, and just for Boruto to see it's so much of a difference in the way that Konohamaru acts as an adult than as he did when he was a kid. This is really funny. And so basically they have like the sexy jutsu contest, right? And I don't think Boruto got to do his, but Naruto's just over here just like scolding him, telling him like, no, you need to get nice like me, basically. And like he busts his out, and while he's in the middle of basically explaining to Konohamaru what he needs to fix, right, Sakura just comes from the side and just hits him with like a right hook and sends him flying like old times. It's so funny, like she hits him so many times, like. But anyway, she basically asks him like, what is he doing like early this morning and stuff like that. And basically all the Genin are assembling, and like you get to see Hinata walks up. Boruto actually gets to see his mom back in the day, like the little cringy interaction between him and his mom, his mom and his dad back in the day, like knowing that, like, I mean, knowing that she liked him. I don't really know if you could tell that it wasn't really there yet for Naruto, but whatever. Um, and Neji walks up. Lee walks up, and so it's just basically Boruto's first time meeting his uncle, right? And he didn't actually get to meet him. Like they said, that's who he is, and he's like, "Oh, that's Uncle Neji, right?" And he never actually talks to him. And like, yeah, don't get me wrong, he can't just walk up and be like, "Yeah, I'm Boruto, I'm your nephew from the future." He can't just do that, right? But it's like he could at least have spoken to him or something, conversated with him or something. But that's just like whatever. I kind of expected. I seen like this comment somewhere where somebody was like, "Well, maybe." I hope Neji just doesn't be in the background, just a character over there just sitting in the background. And that's kind of like, for now, I'm gonna say that. So basically, skip back forward to what I was talking about at first, and so they're in this bathhouse, right? And they basically have to clean up after Jiraiya. So everybody is just like really pissed at Naruto. They're really mad at him, but not really. But they're more mad at the fact that they have to clean up, and it's just taking them forever. And Naruto just has this solid determination, this motivation that he's just gonna hurry up and get through it, right? Um, so he does the shadow clone jutsu, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Boruto can make like 3 or 4 on his own, four or five, maybe, I don't know, but I know it's less. The number that he can make is less than the number that Naruto can make as a kid, and it's proven because Boruto actually says it himself in this episode. So, you know, so basically Naruto starts to clean erratically, right, and then this is another thing I wanted to mention. All throughout the episode, it's little times where Boruto says things that he shouldn't say, that's like poking at the future. Like, oh, Kiba bringing everybody's hopes together. It's a lie that Kiba told in the future. Right? And basically Naruto being the future Hokage, he like name drops that a couple of times. And it was something that he said about the Thunder Train. He was saying in Boruto, I was saying in Naruto, and it was like this guy, this ninja was behind him, and it's like he caught wind of what he said. He was just over there thinking about it, and it's like, I think we can count on seeing him have some trouble out of those statements in the future. Like, I don't feel like they showed us that guy looking like with the little squinty eyes for no reason. I feel like it's gonna come back, not to haunt him, but it's gonna come back in some type of way. But yeah, so basically, the whole thing in the bathhouse started just because Boruto was like some of the little things that he was saying that he probably should have kept to himself. So like I said, Naruto does the shadow clone jutsu. He's running around with the broom, and it's like all these bubbles everywhere and stuff. Then you got Kiba, right, being extra because he can't let Naruto outdo him, right? So he does the what is his? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to pronounce his move wrong. I know I remember exactly what it is. Seen it so many times. But yeah. So basically, I think it's the Fang over Fang, something like that, man. He does that, and it's all the soap starts to lather. It gets everywhere. It's like a really big pile of soap suds in the middle of the floor, right? And so they just have like this really, really comedic moment where everybody's just running around being stupid, right? Slipping across the floor, and you could barely see anything. And then you have this moment where I think Naruto walks up right here, and he has like the hose, and he's like spraying Boruto's spraying him back. And I don't know if Boruto was doing it on purpose, but it seemed like he was just like, yeah, he just kept dodging and dodging until he got in front of Shikamaru so he could get sprayed in the face. And apparently the water was hot too, so it was like, it was really funny, man. And I think Choji, he walks up out of the blue. He comes back from somewhere, and he slips. And like, it's hard to really understand what was going on in the midst of all the soap suds because you really couldn't see anything like that. But it seems like everybody was like in the middle of it, and he just came through and knocked them all down like bowling pins. So when everybody runs in there, they're all like on the floor, soaps everywhere. It was just like really funny. This was a hilarious episode, and I had a smile on my face the whole episode. All the nostalgic Naruto music, like I keep saying in each episode about this arc. They just keep sprinkling it in there. If you don't pay attention, if you're not listening, it'll pass you right up. You won't even know. So we say all this to say this. Okay, so if you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for watching this far. You're a real one. Sasuke. So this is another thing. Ever since the first episode, when Boruto and Sasuke first came back, they had been hinting at a Genin who had deserted the village, right? And basically, somewhere down the line, Boruto had to figure out that it was Sasuke. He would have realized it was Sasuke, right? So he goes and he tells Sasuke, he's like, he asks him about it. And basically, Sasuke just shrugs it off and he basically says, like, yeah, that was me, but he doesn't want to get into that right now. And I feel like Boruto, being his student, he absolutely has to get into that. And that's one of the points in the episode that kind of made me a little mad with Sasuke. Like, he should be past that. He should be past that. Like, him and Boruto aren't as close as Jiraiya and Naruto, but they're close enough that he should be able to explain to him and know, because in the future it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna end up being a problem. Like, but anyway, basically after that, he directs Boruto back to Naruto, and Sasuke's actually there with Naruto. Naruto asks him, where did he go? Where did you go? Because you know I'm supposed to keep an eye on you. And you think he'd be like acting like how regular Sasuke would act towards Naruto, but he was really pretty kind to him. And next thing you know, Urashiki shows up. Urashiki shows up, and that's the end of the episode. Like, man, every time something really hype happens, they do it to you every time. But yeah, man. I'm probably gonna end the video right here. This has been my Boruto episode 130 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.